Welcome to a journey into the most extraordinary human features ever seen. Around the world, there are men and women whose bodies are truly one in a million. Some were born with record-breaking traits, while others developed features that continue to amaze scientists and doctors alike. From unbelievably huge lips and giant hands, these incredible people have captured the attention of the whole world. Stay tuned, because today we'll meet the 10 biggest human body parts ever recorded in history. Are you new in this video? Click subscribe and hit notification bell, so let's get started. Meet Fu Wengui, a teenager from Beijing, China, whose unique condition captured global attention. Born with 3 extracervical vertebrae, Fu's neck extended longer than that of an average person, earning him the nickname Giraffe Boy. This rare anomaly, associated with congenital scoliosis, led to significant discomfort and mobility challenges. At just 6 years old, Fu was diagnosed with congenital scoliosis and an abnormal chest frame. The additional vertebrae compressed nerves in his neck, causing pain and making everyday activities, like walking, arduous. Despite the physical and emotional toll, Fu remained hopeful. His father, Fu Zhenyu, emphasized that the family's primary concern was Fu's health, not aesthetics. "He always causes a stir whenever he goes out," his father remarked, highlighting the societal challenges Fu faced. Recognizing the need for medical intervention, a Beijing-based charity stepped in to sponsor Fu's surgery. Doctors at Chaoyang Hospital planned a complex procedure to remove the extra vertebrae and alleviate the pressure on his nerves. The surgery aimed not only to reduce his neck's length but also to improve his quality of life. Fu's journey underscores the resilience of the human spirit and the importance of compassion and understanding for those with rare conditions. His story serves as a reminder that behind every medical anomaly is a person with dreams, hopes, and the courage to face life's challenges head-on. Meet Sarwan Singh, a devout Sikh originally from Punjab, India, now living in Surrey, British Columbia, Canada. Since the age of 17, he has never trimmed his beard, following the Sikh tradition of kesh, keeping hair uncut as a sign of respect for God. His record-breaking journey began in 2008 when his beard measured 2.33 m, 7 feet 8 in, overtaking the previous Guinness World Record holder. 2 years later, on the Italian TV show Lo Show Dei Record, it grew even longer, 2.495 m, 8 feet 2.5 in. Finally, on October 15, 2022, his beard reached a jaw-dropping 2.54 m, 8 feet 3 in, securing him the Guinness World Record for the 3rd consecutive time. Measurements are done with his beard wet to ensure it's perfectly straight for accuracy. Maintaining this beard is no small feat. It requires daily washing, conditioning, towel drying for 10 minutes, applying nourishing oil, and then carefully tying it for protection. For Sarwan, this isn't just a world record. It's a living symbol of faith, identity, and devotion. Standing at an astonishing 8 feet 1 inch, Dharmendra Singh holds the title of the tallest living man in India. Born in 1983 in Uttar Pradesh, Dharmendra towers over the average population, literally and figuratively. His extreme height is caused by a condition known as acromegaly, a rare disorder that results from excessive growth hormone production. Growing up, Dharmendra's height made him the center of attention, but it also came with major challenges. Finding clothes, shoes, or even a proper bed has never been easy. But perhaps the toughest part? Social isolation and difficulty finding stable work or a partner, simply because of his towering size. In a world not built for people over 8 feet tall, daily tasks many take for granted become huge obstacles for him. Despite these struggles, Dharmendra has embraced his uniqueness and even used it to his advantage. He's been featured in numerous events, fairs, and television appearances across India. People often stop him for photos, and he has become a symbol of awe and curiosity wherever he goes. But behind the spotlight is a man simply trying to live a normal life in an extraordinary body. Dharmendra's story reminds us that being different can be both a blessing and a burden, and that true strength isn't just measured in size, but in how you carry the weight of the world. Meet Prabhulal Prasannan, a 24-year-old from Kerala, India, whose appearance is unlike anyone you've ever seen. Born with a rare skin condition, over 80% of his body is covered in moles, markings that have grown and spread over time, including across more than half of his face. He's the only person in his family with this condition, making his case truly one of a kind. Growing up, Prabhulal struggled deeply with self-confidence. The stares, the whispers, and the judgment from strangers made him feel like an outsider. As a child, he was shy, withdrawn, and avoided going outside. But behind that silence was a strong spirit waiting to rise. With unwavering support from his mother, Bindu, Prabhulal began to embrace who he truly was. Instead of hiding, he chose to stand tall. Now pursuing a master's degree in commerce at Madurai Kamaraj University, he balances academics with a growing presence on social media, where he proudly shares his story and appearance to inspire others. What once brought him shame is now his source of strength. Prabhulal uses his platform to promote self-love, body positivity, and acceptance, proving that beauty doesn't come in one form. It comes in courage, resilience, and confidence. His journey is a powerful reminder. Your difference is not a flaw. It's your identity. And Prabhulal is living proof that you can turn pain into power. Kaleem, a 13-year-old boy from Jharkhand, India, was born with a rare and undiagnosed condition that caused his hands to grow abnormally large. Since early childhood, his hands have continued to grow rapidly. Now, each hand weighs approximately 2.5 kilograms, making even the simplest daily tasks incredibly difficult. As a young child, Kaleem faced cruel bullying and isolation. Because of his unusual appearance, other children, and even adults, treated him like an outcast. His mother, Halima, shared how deeply painful it was. People would always ask questions and judge him. They called him the son of the devil and ran away from him in fear. Despite this constant rejection, Kaleem remains incredibly strong. He refuses to let his condition define him. Whether he's playing, walking through his village, or simply smiling through it all, Kaleem lives life like any other teenager. He doesn't let the stares or whispers get to him. His bravery and positive spirit are truly inspiring. Kaleem's journey is not just about a medical mystery. It's about resilience. It's about how, even in the face of fear, judgment, and misunderstanding, one boy can stand tall, hold his head high, and keep moving forward with courage and heart. Latif Khatana, from Jammu, India, was born with a rare and severe condition called neurofibromatosis, a genetic disorder that causes tumors to grow on nerve tissue throughout the body. Since birth, Latif's face has been overtaken by large, sagging tumors, leaving him with little to no visible facial features. His eyes, completely covered by thick folds of skin, have left him nearly blind. Life hasn't been easy for Latif. For decades, he endured stares, insults, and rejection from people who couldn't understand his condition. Walking through crowds, he was often met with fear or cruelty, but despite the pain, Latif remained strong. And then something beautiful happened. Latif found love in Sulemana, a woman born without one of her feet. Their shared experience of living with disabilities brought them together, forming a bond built on acceptance and deep understanding. Against all odds, they built a family, and today, they're proud parents of 2 daughters. Still, like any parent, Latif worries. Neurofibromatosis is a genetic condition, and he fears that one day his children might show signs of the same disease. But despite those fears, Latif focuses on love, hope, and giving his children a life filled with strength and positivity. His story is a reminder that beauty is far more than skin deep. Latif may not have a face that the world is used to, but he has a heart full of courage, love, and resilience. Chandre Oraon is a 35-year-old tea picker from Alipurduar, West Bengal, India, who has garnered international attention due to a rare congenital condition that has left him with a 14.5-inch, 37 centimeters, tail-like appendage growing from the base of his spine. This condition is medically known as a form of spina bifida, specifically spina bifida occulta, where the spinal column does not fully close during fetal development, leading to the formation of a tuft of hair, or, in rare cases, a tail-like structure. Chandre's unique physical trait has led many in his community to believe he is an incarnation of Hanuman, the Hindu monkey god, known for his strength and devotion. Locals and devotees from various parts of India visit him, touching his tail in the hope of receiving blessings or cures for ailments. Some claim miraculous recoveries after seeking his blessings. Despite offers from medical professionals to surgically remove the tail, Chandre has declined, viewing it as a divine gift. He has even expressed a desire to build a temple to honor Hanuman and facilitate mass blessings. However, his condition has also presented personal challenges. Chandre has reported that over 20 women rejected his marriage proposals due to his tail before he met his wife, Mino, in 2007. She admitted to marrying him out of familial pressure, stating, "He doesn't look good, I had to compromise and marry him." Chandre Oraon's story highlights the intersection of rare medical conditions and cultural beliefs, illustrating how physical anomalies can be interpreted through spiritual lenses in different societies. A 17-year-old Grace from the Democratic Republic of Congo lived much of her young life in hiding. She carried a massive facial tumor, so large it grew to the size of a football, filling her mouth and pressing dangerously on her airway. Eating and speaking became nearly impossible, and every day she risked suffocation. Because of her appearance, Grace avoided going outside, ashamed and fearful of how others would react to her condition. Her life took a remarkable turn when a local chaplain learned of her struggle and connected her with Mercy Ships, a floating hospital that provides free surgeries to those in need. Grace boarded the Africa Mercy, where a team of international surgeons prepared for a high-risk, life-saving operation. During a delicate 4-hour surgery, doctors successfully removed the enormous tumor. To restore her ability to eat and breathe, they reconstructed her face with titanium plates in place of her jaw. For the first time in years, Grace could smile, speak, and dream of a future that once seemed impossible. Her transformation was not only physical, but emotional. From a life of isolation, Grace returned home filled with newfound confidence. She now dreams of becoming a medical professional herself, hoping one day to give others the same gift of healing that Mercy Ships gave to her. Rudy Fee is a 27-year-old makeup artist based in Los Angeles who is absolutely obsessed with achieving the perfect curves, especially when it comes to making his bum bigger and bigger. Inspired by his idol Nicki Minaj, Rudy is willing to undergo any procedure to reach his ideal look. His journey has included some risky choices, like receiving illegal butt injections in a hotel room, showing just how far he's willing to go for his transformation. Rudy isn't shy about sharing his plans to get a Brazilian butt lift for a second time because he was unsatisfied with the first procedure. He proudly calls himself a rebel, having struggled with expressing his true identity growing up. Makeup and plastic surgery became his outlets for self-expression, allowing him to create the look that truly represents who he is. Living in the heart of Los Angeles, Rudy's life might seem picture-perfect from the outside, but he also acknowledges the darker side behind the Hollywood glamour. He points out how superficial the LA lifestyle can be and the stark reality of homelessness right alongside all the glitz and glamour. Rudy's story highlights the intense pressures and risks involved in chasing beauty ideals, but also the courage to fully embrace one's identity in a world that often demands conformity. Andrea Ivanova, a Bulgarian woman, has become famous for her pursuit of having the world's largest lips. Starting her cosmetic journey in 2018 at the age of 21, Andrea has undergone over 40 lip augmentation procedures, using hyaluronic acid fillers to achieve her distinct look. Her appearance has sparked both fascination and criticism, with many people labeling her Balkan Barbie. Despite facing health concerns from professionals about the potential risks of her procedure, Andrea remains resolute in her decisions. Along with her lips, Andrea has also altered her features with heavy makeup, artificial hair, and large eyelashes, creating a signature style that sets her apart. She's active on social media platforms, such as Instagram and TikTok, where she shares her journey and connects with fans. Although many question her choices, Andrea is unapologetic, emphasizing that her transformations are about self-expression and personal happiness, rather than seeking validation from others. She's even expressed a desire to continue modifying her appearance, aiming to achieve the world's largest cheekbones next. Andrea's journey is a clear statement about embracing one's individuality, no matter the controversy surrounding it. Meet Christine Walton, also known as the Duchess, a woman who turned a personal choice into a world record. Born in 1965 and originally from Las Vegas, Christine rose to global fame when she was officially recognized by the Guinness World Records for having the longest fingernails on a pair of hands. Female. Her incredible nails measured a total of over 19 feet, nearly 6 meters, combined, longer than a giraffe is tall. She started growing them back in 1990 as a tribute to her late brother, and what began as a symbol of remembrance became her trademark. Christine's nails didn't just grow long, they curled, twisted, and coiled into stunning spirals. Maintaining them was no easy task. She had to be extremely careful in her daily life, finding creative ways to cook, clean, and even get dressed without breaking a nail. She used special products and techniques to keep them healthy and strong for over 3 decades. People often asked her the same questions. How do you live like that? And why don't you cut them? But for Christine, her nails were a part of her identity. She embraced the attention and used her platform to encourage self-expression and body positivity. In 2021, Christine made headlines again when she finally cut her nails, ending a 30-year chapter. But even without them, her legacy remains unforgettable. Christine Walton isn't just known for her record-breaking nails, she's known for being fearless, different, and boldly herself. Let me introduce you to Mounir Fourar, born on November 28, 1972, in Batna, Algeria. His story is both extraordinary and deeply human. He claimed to be as tall as 2.44 meters, or about 8 feet, though that stunning height has not been officially verified. His physical presence was just as remarkable. Shoes in size 64, a suit size of 160, hands measuring 28 centimeters, and a body weight around 180 kilograms. 396 pounds. The astonishing growth began at age 12, when he developed acromegaly-induced gigantism caused by a pituitary gland adenoma, reportedly growing as much as 7 centimeters per month. To halt his rapid growth, Mounir underwent 5 separate surgeries in Algiers, a medical journey that shaped the rest of his life. Who often featured in Algerian hidden camera TV shows, his fame did not waver from the human struggles behind his towering image. Mounir Fourar passed away on January 3, 2012. Even years later, he is remembered as Algeria's tallest man, a living testament to both the astonishing capabilities and vulnerabilities of the human body. Meet the Nuer people, a Nilotic ethnic group of around 2 million, primarily inhabiting the marshy plains of South Sudan and parts of Ethiopia's Gambela region. Their world revolves around cattle, which are much more than livestock. They symbolize wealth, ancestry, status, and spiritual connection. Cows are central in marriage rituals, used as bride wealth or to establish ghost marriages, ensuring lineage continuity even after death. Structured as autonomous patrilineal clans, the Nuer have no centralized political authority. Decisions and feuds are handled through community councils and rituals. Spiritual leaders or priests mediate disputes, often using cattle as compensation. Their spiritual beliefs center on Quoth, a sky spirit representing creation and presence in everything, from rainbows to thunder. Ancestors and animal spirits also play vital roles in their cosmology. Cultural expressions like scarification, oral storytelling, music, dance, and ritual ceremonies articulate transitions to adulthood and community unity. Through centuries of conflict, migration, and modern pressures, the Nuer continue to preserve their traditions and cultural identity with resilience. Meet Sulemana Abdul Samad, better known by his nickname Awuche, Hausa for Let's Go. Born in 1994 in Ghana's northern region, Awuche holds the title of Ghana's tallest confirmed man, standing around 7 feet 4 inches, 223 centimeters. His growth is attributed to gigantism, caused by an excess of growth hormone, commonly due to a pituitary gland condition. Awuche began growing rapidly in his late teens and continues to grow into adulthood. At one hospital visit, staff initially estimated he was 9 feet 6 inches, 2.89 m tall, but errors in tools led to later confirmation at 7 feet 4 inches after BBC reporters verified it with proper measuring equipment. Despite daily challenges, like finding clothing, shoes, or transportation fitting his size, Awuche remains upbeat and resilient. He's worked as a farmer and mechanic, lives a modest life in his home region, and hopes to marry and raise a family one day. With rising awareness of acromegaly and its challenges, Awucha has embraced his public profile to advocate for greater understanding and support for those with growth disorders. Meet Gabriel Estevao Monjane, born in 1944 in Manjacaz, then Portuguese Mozambique. Standing a staggering 8 feet 0.75 in 245.7 centimeters, he was officially recognized by Guinness World Records in their 1988 edition as the world's tallest living man. Monjane's life began with standard growth, but after a serious fall in childhood, possibly damaging his pituitary gland, his growth accelerated dramatically. By age 12, he was already 6 feet 2 in 190 centimeters tall, and by 16, he reached around 7 feet 6 in 228 centimeters. Eventually, at official measurement in 1987, he weighed roughly 158 kilograms, about 418 pounds. He joined a Portuguese circus in his youth and toured internationally as a curiosity, drawing attention across Europe and Africa. Despite his fame, his extraordinary stature came with serious health challenges, painful joint problems, mobility issues, and a fractured hip following a fall later in life. Tragically, Monjane died in January 1990 at age 45 after a fatal fall at his home in Maputo. His legacy endures as one of the most remarkable figures in the history of human height, a testament to both the marvel and burden of gigantism. Meet Ananias, a young boy whose life has been anything but ordinary. Just 2 days after his birth, a difficult and painful journey began when his belly started to swell. This has caused him constant agony, making it impossible for him to sleep peacefully or even attend nursery school. His condition is so severe that he struggles to breathe at night, and the weight of his swollen belly makes it impossible for him to get up on his own when he falls. While other children play, Ananias can only watch, his daily life a struggle against an unknown ailment. His parents have desperately sought help, taking him to hospitals where he was initially given temporary pain relievers. But the financial burden soon became too great. They sold off what they could, yet the funds were not enough to continue his care. The doctors were unable to provide a definitive diagnosis and recommended a transfer to a more advanced hospital, a move the family simply could not afford. While the video suggests a possible diagnosis of hepatitis B, this remains unconfirmed. Ananias' father shares the heartbreaking pain of hearing people mock his son, calling him pregnant. This story is a powerful plea for help. With your support, Ananias might finally receive the life-saving treatment he needs to overcome this incredible challenge and live the life every child deserves. What an unbelievable lineup of rare and extraordinary individuals. These people prove that the human body is capable of things far beyond our imagination. Some may see these as challenges, while others embrace them as part of their identity and uniqueness. Which one surprised you the most? The giant lips, the massive hands? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, share this with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more amazing stories about the most unique and unbelievable people on Earth. Until next time, keep exploring the wonders of the human world.